Well, I'm going to get the meeting started. So I'd like to welcome everybody to the meeting this evening. We have some extra, well, we have some guests here that are here for the PSA 3D Photo Festival. I'd like to welcome everybody who joined us. And basically, if you're looking at my eye, it's not as serious as it looks. I had cataract surgery this morning, and the patch comes off tomorrow. And so I can't see 3D tonight, but the opportunity came up for the appointment this morning, and the next one was in November, and I said, I'll take this one. And so, anyway, we are live streaming to Twitch and YouTube for people who have devices that are suitable for viewing that, and we can get started by let me just the theme this evening is weather. And then open projector show and tell as usual. We'll select images for the first round of the 2025-26 ISCC season, and we'll show part 2 of the Code Folio video slideshow and talk about upcoming events. So Michael Bronstein, he's in Europe somewhere. I keep forgetting to look up where, but anyway, he can't be at the meeting this evening, but he sent some photos, and so
this is crazy. What's happening with the clouds?
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
yeah, it's kind of cardboardy.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Nice colors though. Interesting color effect. Oh, in the background, the clouds are a little bit.
It moves
Screwy.
a little bit vertically.
Yeah. Is that the deal?
Mm-hmm.
They seem a little bit. Yeah.
But how come the mountains look so...
Whoa!
So this needed to be aligned, I think,
yeah,
a little bit better.
little bit too much separation there.
You try too much to close.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's an interesting shot, though. I've never seen one.
Well, I think he just wanted to show the snow landing on his arms or something.
Well, that's the only 3D on this is the rain on the lens or whatever.
Well, you know, you get a little bit. It almost looks like a little bit of a hyper in the distance. A little bit. Maybe
He's
not.
trying different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can kind of refocus, and you can bring the I can bring the droplets. I can fuse the droplets, but yeah, it's a little bit
When it
weird.
jumps, you know, you fuse the droplets and then you have to fuse the background, so you jump between the two.
Yeah, I used to like to do that. Thought it was kind of fun.
Anyway, Bob.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I got off my stuff here. Let me get back. Herb, I know we have a lot of slides to go through, but I have a quick story
Go
to
ahead.
go with mine. It's about 90 seconds. I'll read quickly.
Go ahead.
This is at Kinzua, Kinzua Bridge State Park in Mount Jewett, Pennsylvania. This bridge, you can kind of see it in the distance there, was one of the longest and tallest railroad structures in the world. It was 2,053 feet long and 301 feet high. It was billed as the eighth wonder of the world. It was constructed in 1882. It only took them 93 working days. It was constructed so fast because they didn't use scaffolding. Instead, they used a traveling crane, which was built on top of the first tower, and then it was used in building the next tower, and so on until all 20 towers were completed. They used to get excursion trains from as far away as Buffalo, New York, which would come just to cross over the bridge. They restricted the speed to 5 miles an hour because the locomotive and sometimes the wind caused the bridge to vibrate.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually they had heavier trains, so a new bridge was built in 1900 out of steel. However, the bolts used to hold the towers to the anchor blocks were reused from the first bridge, which would eventually play a major role in the bridge's demise. Train crews would sometimes play a trick on the brakeman on his first journey on the line. When the train was short of the bridge, the crew would send the brakeman over the rooftops of the cars to check on a small supposed problem. As the train crossed the bridge, the rookie suddenly found himself terrified, staring down 300 feet from the roof of a rocking boxcar. In 2003, 11 of the 20 iron towers were collapsed by an F1 tornado. That's where the weather theme comes in here. The towers were already weakened by rust and the old anchor bolts. The state decided not to rebuild the viaduct since it would have cost $45 million, so it was left to show visitors what the forces of nature can do. In 2011, they reinvented it as a pedestrian walkway. That's the part you see in the distance. You can walk out there 600 feet on the remaining support towers and look down through a glass platform at the end of the walkway. So these images are some of the detail of that. You can go ahead, Herb. So this is where you walk out. They still have the old railroad tracks there that go out to the platform.
Oh.
And these are the towers that
Yeah.
the tornado knocked down.
Jeez.
Another view of that, and you can see the end of the platform there, how far you can walk out. And you can also walk down and look at the wreckage. This is looking back up from below up to the platform you can walk out on. And that's
Wow,
a view.
that shows how high it is.
Yeah, 300 feet.
Yeah.
This is just some of the wreckage.
Where did you say this was, Bob?
Pennsylvania. And I think that's the last one.
Okay, thank you. Interesting story.
Right.
Yeah.
And very, very spectacular photos.
Yes.
Ken.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, these first 5 pictures are from stereo cards from the 1890, and they document the tornado that hit the Midwest at that time. It was a F4 tornado. F4 tornadoes have wind speeds of about 200 miles per hour, and so it was very well known, and the photographer went out and took pictures of it. This is in East St. Louis, and if you want to go to the next one, the next 4 are from Louisville, Kentucky, which really got hit hard. And I'll put some information in the chat about each of these things. This is there was Market Street, Union Depot, I think is coming up. I'm going to go to the next one and see the train cars being knocked over. And the next one, okay, this might be Chapel Street. So let's see. Okay, and so obviously there's no pictures of the tornado itself. This was a AI generated image from Gemini AI with a prompt. Prompt was to provide a photorealistic image of the F4 tornado that tore through Louisville in March of 1890, with buildings on Market Street being demolished as we view them. Provide items in the foreground, middle ground, and background that will look very three-dimensional when viewed as a stereoscopic image. Then I took what came out of
Was that tower
Uh,
knocked down by the tornado?
What's
Tower
that?
that's on an angle?
Was the clock tower actually demolished?
This was, yes, it was. There was a clock tower that was demolished. There was a, oh, let's see, what was it? Oh, then I took the image coming out of Gemini and put it into Owl 3D, which I really liked. So the next one. Okay, and this is a similar image from ChatGPT. Same prompt, so you can see what the two different AIs think of the same prompt. And again, taking that image and putting it through Owl 3D, which Herb has described in a previous newsletter. If you wanted to look back a few months, you can see that.
Right.
And then finally, this is an actual 3D image of twin tornadoes. I thought it was appropriate for stereo, converted to 3D using only the Owl 3D app. Twin tornado funnel clouds swept along US 33 near Dunlap, Indiana, April 11th, 1965. The Palm Sunday disaster that struck the Midwest that day injured at least 5,000 persons and killed 270 others. It was an Associated Press photographer, Paul Hoffman, who took this picture.
How common is it to have dual tornadoes like that? I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, very uncommon.
Yeah.
So,
Yikes.
Thanks, Ken. Jim. Is Jim? Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Well, first I want to say hi to Diane
Hi, Jim.
and to George. For my weather reference, it's just a beautiful sunny day at the beach.
That's weather.
So sunny weather, yes.
Oh, they've got speed kills.
My grandson. And then we ate at Moe's restaurant, so this is a picture in there.
Oh yeah, Lincoln City.
That's from looking out at the nice weather and at Moe's. And this is not really a nesting eagle, it's a sculpture.
Oh, okay. Could have fooled me.
And I don't know that pedestal or that base of the nest looks to me like a dog. Anyway,
Yeah, it's a
next.
dog nose sticking out there.
A
A
dog
bear. It's
nose?
probably a bear nose.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
like a bear there.
There.
Or
below it.
a bear, okay,
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the dog. Yeah.
with the nose. Okay, some more driftwood. And a rock on the beach. More driftwood.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
mine.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay.
George.
Yes. This is one of my favorite winter pictures. This is Brandywine Falls and it's totally frozen.
Mm.
Very close to my house. I'm into running and I go walking with Vinny in the morning and there's fog and I like these foggy mornings. Oh, this train runs in our area through the entire year and during the winter people go out take pictures.
Nice for you that it's yellow. It gives a
Yeah,
nice,
that's nice.
yeah,
Nice in the picture.
nice contrast to the
Right. Right.
Yes. Some more runners in the morning. This is the towpath. Runs
Mhm.
parallel to the Cahuga River.
Mm.
Now, I have to tell you something about this. So I photographed birds in the bird feeder with twin cameras, and I noticed that to freeze the falling rain is hard. Most cases, it's off synchronization. And I researched this. How fast does the raindrop falls? What kind of speed given the magnification? I figure out it's actually very high speed. So chances are you're not going to make the raindrops
Test drops.
synchronized with twin cameras. Good test.
Nice bird, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know
so
what it is?
No, I
So-
don't.
Cardinal.
It's a cardinal.
Oh.
It's a female.
Female.
Female cardinal,
Oh.
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
so
it
if,
says so.
yeah, if the rain had only been falling a second, it would be 32 feet per second, and you know, since it's much higher than that, I can imagine how fast it is.
Yes.
You usually get a better effect by using a longer exposure and getting a streak from the rain.
Maybe, but you know the birds are moving, so
Mhm.
you have to use kind of higher speeds to freeze those.
Yeah, but the rain is moving so fast that it doesn't take much.
Maybe.
Maybe you could train the bird.
Stay still.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and I want to tell you, people say it's not too cold to run, and the runners say it's not too cold. It's just runners that are not dressed appropriately.
Oh man.
So this was taken at -5 degrees F. That was a training run, but I've actually run a race at this temperature, and they didn't cancel the race. The race went on, and you know when you run, you warm up. If you're
Yes.
dressed well, it doesn't matter. Maybe your water will freeze, but that's okay.
Look at even the hair, besides the
Yes.
eyelashes.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, thank you, George. And I've been having fun with
Yes.
with Midjourney, so
Oh.
all of my photos are generated using Midjourney, and then used Owl 3D to convert them.
That was pretty effective. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So this one I said, you know, it's hail, you know, the cat's wearing a helmet,
Yeah.
so and this is a windstorm.
Oh my goodness.
And this I said they're launching a weather balloon. So it looks like they're just standing around posing and not actually launching it, but I still liked it.
Like the Wright brothers or something.
And then a storm chaser.
Doesn't seem worried at all.
So I guess tornadoes got featured a lot in terms of weather
Yes,
today.
yes.
And then a weather forecaster.
I love these. Look at that claw.
And so for people who haven't already seen it, there is a book. You can, it's a PDF. You can download it, so it doesn't cost anything. Just go online and download the book and enjoy the cats. And it's a work in progress. And if the photo festival weren't this week, I would probably have an update to the book this week. But I'm just so busy, I don't have time to do the update. So maybe next week. But and then the other thing for people who haven't seen it, I've been 3D. So AI is very versatile. If this looks anything like the cover of the book, what happened was there's an AI that I think is done by Bamboo, who makes the printers, and I uploaded the cover of the book, and this is what it generated. And
So how do I get the book?
what's that?
How do I get these pictures?
The book, just use the QR code or the website on the page that's showing now, midjourneycats.com, and it's a PDF, so you can download it. If you want to print it, you can take it to Office Depot or Office Max or Kinko's, or any of the places that'll print stuff for you. Just bring a PDF file and get it printed, or just look at it on your computer.
How does
Okay.
it print? Anaglyph or
No, this
side by
is it's
side?
Probably
it's
side by side. Huh?
Yeah.
Side by side?
yeah,
Okay.
it's just side by side. So
Herb, you'll need to share a stereo macro of that figurine next month so we can all see it. in its full glory. I'm very curious
Okay.
about.
So basically, in the book, there is a a stereo pair of this.
Oh, okay, great.
From four. So I have four of them standing next to each other, so you get a front, left, right side, and back, and it's a stereo picture in the book.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'll download the most recent version and enjoy that.
Okay. And so anyway, moving on. And Mark.
All right, so I've got a variety of weather here. These are first couple are from a freezing rainstorm that we had, so I had to go out in the yard and find things coated with ice. And so I believe those are spruce needles on a tree that were pretty well coated.
Yikes.
And a rhododendron bud. And a few general snow shots. We don't get all that much snow here in Portland, but once in a while we'll get a bunch of it, so this is one of those times. And we have a gazing globe in the backyard that had a nice little top knot on it there. And some bikes in downtown Portland.
Oh,
And we had a windstorm a couple of years back, so
That was a good
I had to walk around the neighborhood taking pictures of trees that came down. A whole lot of trees came down. We lost one as well. And some power lines came down. So. And this is a thermometer, a giant thermometer on the way towards Death Valley. It looks like it goes way up into the high hundreds there for when it really is hot. I think it's only 84 degrees at the moment that I took this one. This is a Cha-Cha Hyper to get a little bit more depth in it. And then on the way back to the convention this year, and on the way back out here, I sat by the window on the plane and took some cloud pictures. So the rest of these are, the weather connection is the clouds here.
These are good.
Stephanie, you asked about it. Remember the car?
Yeah.
There
Yes.
you go. That's what you can do.
Who is this is talking?
It's Mark.
Mark Wilkie.
Wilkie, upper right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are good. I mean, we've all
Great.
seen this sort of thing before, but
Right.
these are nice.
Right, these are.
Mark,
thanks.
are you going to be at the photo festival?
No, I'm not a PSA member, and
Okay.
I wasn't planning to go.
Okay. I think Steve Wessing is going to be there. And
Yeah, I'll be there on Thursday and Friday.
okay. And
I'll come out for the dinner Thursday, and then I'm there Friday too. Yeah, I'm always worried. Well, I don't get on a plane very often, but that the window's not gonna
Right.
work color wise, or it'll be dirty or something.
A lot of things can go wrong, yes.
Right.
but you don't use film. You're not using film, are you?
Well, not these days. I mean,
So you don't need to worry if you waste a little digital, right?
true. That's true. That's true.
okay, and Matt. You're muted, Matt.
Here I am. Thanks, guys. I just wanted to share a quick update. First of all, I'm sorry I'm not going to be at the 3D Photo Fest. I was planning on flying up there, but I have a prior engagement. This is a 3D event that I was involved in last week, the Golden Gate Stereoscopic Society's first pop-up 3D theater. This is an effort to get our stereo photography in front of people. We've held a number of public exhibitions this year, with more to come. This was at the Solano Stroll in Berkeley and Albany, California. Solano Avenue spans two cities. It's an annual street festival. What we've got here is our venerable 3D TV running off a battery and showing a slideshow of our selected stereo photography. And we set up this three-sided canopy to kind of block glare and reflections. We've done similar events at local maker fairs, but this is the first time with this sort of pop-up setup. And it was a huge event. Several hundred people visited the theater. Cleaning the glasses was a huge chore. We're going to have to figure that out next time. But yeah, we'll see if we, have any new visitors or, inspire some new stereo photographers. But it was a fun day. And I've got a few slides here just of the day. Here's another view. That was our member Tor Klippert in the 3D t-shirt, and that's him from behind, sort of emceeing things, people going in and out. These are two members of the GGSS who came by. That's Oleg Vorobiev on the left and Steve Siegel on the right. They're great photographers. They don't enter in international exhibitions generally, so you probably haven't seen a lot of their work, but it was nice of them to stop by.
And when I see Oleg on Zoom, I never realized he was that tall.
He's, this is why it's important to do these in-person events and get people together so you can actually see who you've been talking to online. And this is just a couple photos I took around our booth, give you a sense of the event. Some bubbles. Bubbles are always great in 3D, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a vendor just down from us. So fun event. We've really been trying to inspire people with our stereo photography. We'll do it next year. We'll find other events where we can set this thing up too. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, thank you.
If somebody gets really turned on by 3D, is there someone to show them how to do things to maybe join your club?
Yeah, I was there. There was always one or two other members there to answer questions, and this year we didn't hand out flyers or cards. We had a QR code. We had QR codes everywhere, and we told people, take a picture of this QR code, and it had our, website on it, and that's how we directed people to learn more about the club. And then there were people who had specific questions about the technique, about how it's done, what kind of cameras, all that sort of thing. And we were there to answer those questions also.
Oh, sounds good.
Looks a lot easier than the Puddletown panorama.
That sounds familiar. What was that? Oh, that was the. It's sort of an installation, right?
It was
viewers.
It was it was a portable 3D panorama. So you had 5 viewers arranged in a circle on a trailer, basically with a canopy over it, and each viewer had a different set of cards. It was based on the old panorama style, like from the 1800s, but much smaller, scaled down for a portable. But it was using the old lenses and the old technology and all mechanical.
I'm looking at a photo of it on the CSC's Flickr site right now. That's right. And this wasn't too hard to set up. It's all sort of dependent on our 3D TV surviving, still working, and it still is after all these years. We were actually really able to set up the whole thing in like 30 minutes after some practice. And there's some things we want to add to it for next time, but generally it worked as planned.
Nice.
So one of the things that I've done, and I did this for actually a few members that were interested, is I printed Cascade Stereoscopic club business cards, but each card has the name and the contact information of whatever member is handing it out. So it does have the website for the club, but if I hand them a card, it has my name, my phone number. If Gary handed them a card, it has his name and his phone number. So when you're talking to somebody, they have a name to put together with the face if they want to call afterwards. And,
Smart, really smart.
and,
Yeah, keep that in mind.
And so for people who want to do business cards in small volumes, they make these things called business card cutters. So you print 10 cards on an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and you roll it through the cutter. Probably if you look for a business card cutter on Amazon, you can find it. And the first direction, it cuts it down the middle and trims the two edges. So because the cards are standard 2 by 3.5, so and then you feed it through the other way, and it slices into 5 cards and cuts off the 2 edges. And so basically, I have business cards for all sorts of things. So I have business cards for the Mid-Journey cats, and I have another business cards for the Cascade, and basically whenever I need a card, I just print it out, because it's if you print 3 sheets of cardstock, you have 30 cards, and that's more than you're going to need for most things, and 3 sheets of cardstock is not very expensive. So
Yeah. Very, very clever. I'd call that strategic.
yeah.
Love the idea.
And so moving on, and hello, Dorothy.
Hello.
And so on to Jim, open projector.
Well, this is a glacier, and not a real one, but it's at a science museum in Minneapolis called the Bell Museum, and you'll see what's next to the glacier in the next slide. Well, in one of these slides you'll see it. Anyway, these are some old dioramas. I think they said, I can't remember how old they said the dioramas were, but very old. And there's the beavers at work, where they have the painting in the background blends into the foreground. I don't know, are there any dioramas in town anymore?
I think they had them at the zoo when they built some of those new displays. They incorporated some dioramas in that. It's been a while since I've been to the zoo. My grandkids, are now, they're not interested in going to the zoo anymore, so it's been a while since I've gone.
Boy, I'm 83 and I still love the zoo. Okay, next. Another shot of the beaver. And that's my son peeking in.
So they are stuffed animals, right?
Yes. Stuffed animals and lots of real wood, and then it all blends in wonderfully with the background. When I think of dioramas, I think of the museum in Victoria.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there. Now you see in the background that glacier and the mammoth.
Okay, so thank you,
This is
Jim.
the first time I've ever done this. I hope they aren't just awful.
That's beautiful. I was there.
Oh, is this in Portland?
No, this is at the NSA, and this place was called the House of Balls.
Oh.
Although I never understood why. Did you?
No.
No, nothing was for sale, and it was full of a lot of weird
Weird.
stuff, really weird stuff. And we wandered through, and there were lots of opportunities to take pictures, and that was one of them.
Oh, I thought they were selling some things because Robert Bloomberg bought some stuff.
Well, Robert Bloomberg, but did you buy anything?
Oh no, me no. It's if you wanted to buy arts, I guess I don't think it was out of my leagues probably.
Yeah. I have a picture of you, by the way, Dorothy, that I made on a stereo card.
Oh, okay.
But it's not here because it's a stereo card. Okay. That one's a little wonky, isn't it?
Took me a
It's
moment,
aligned.
but I've
Misaligned.
locked into it. Is it misaligned? Oh yeah, one's higher
Yeah,
than the other.
something's wrong.
Yeah. It's not too hard to see, frankly. For me, it isn't
Yeah,
too hard to
it's
see.
fine.
It took me a
Yeah,
second.
so in
Wait.
Stereo Photo Maker, when you see the misaligned height, you can use the up and down arrow keys to, you know,
Yeah, I did that, but obviously I didn't do it correctly, or I didn't do it enough.
Mhm.
One or both. At any rate, the people, I live in a retirement home, and so we went out to see this model train backyard that this fellow has and his wife, and she does all of the little things, the little doodah, the little village and the
Yeah,
little,
trees and
yeah,
stuff.
all and those are all real. They planned those. Those are
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah. And so
Is that
it
in
was-
Portland?
Yeah, no, it was in Vancouver. No, it was in Camas. It was in Camas.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Not heard of it.
yeah.
What's the name of it?
Well, it's just the guy's backyard, so it didn't exactly
Oh.
have a name.
Oh,
Yeah.
This kind of disparity usually happens when the plane of the camera moves. So one of the shots was taken forward of the other.
But so use the stereo camera. What do you use?
I used
Your
the
phone or
twin camera.
the
Twin. Oh, it's possible.
Anyway,
This is just open to the weather?
yes, he brings in a lot of the stuff like the electrical stuff that makes the trains run in the winter. He brings that in, but the rest of it pretty much stays out. Oh, that one worked out okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's in Minneapolis at that weird
It was
place we
Sam's
went.
photo something.
Yeah,
Yes, Sam's Photo Park.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dorothy showed some shots of from this park at the NYSA Presents this past.
Hot Sam's. That's it. Hot Sam's Photo Park.
Yes.
Yeah, I got exactly the same shot.
Well, yours is probably better than mine.
No.
No, it's good.
These are the folks who did the training. I
So
told
their
my
whole
neigh-
garden is covered with train tracks then.
Yeah, their whole backyard. Yeah, it's one of the, you know how it goes?
Wow.
This is like a 20-year project, so you know how this started. They started with a little bit, and then they added a bridge, and then they added a waterfall off in the back. You know,
Trees, yeah.
it's like all of us crazy 3D people.
Do they cover it in the rain or anything?
No, apparently they just bring in the things
It's
that
like
could be
Herb.
damaged.
He started with one 3D movie. And look what happened over there.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the wife has more job than the train guy then, because if he has to trim all those plants and
I know.
whatnot,
I
she
know.
got the bad end
Yeah, those are all
the bargain.
bonsai.
Yeah.
So apparently bonsai was her
Right.
her hobby, and so that's what she did. And yeah,
Well, then how do you get back
Yeah,
there
that's
to trim them
amazing.
without stepping on something?
there is a kind of a path that goes along the back. Anyway,
Interesting photo.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, that sat in Minneapolis in Como Park at the zoo, and the kids were going crazy with that polar bear. And the polar bear seemed interested in the kids,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if it was intellectual or he was hungry.
yeah.
So, but I thought it was sort of interesting. You can see the reflection of the people in the
Sure.
glass too.
And the parents were so excited.
Yeah.
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 They
Wow.
tape everything.
There's some good shots there.
Yeah.
How did that lady get in the water over there?
And there's a hand there unattached.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of ghostly, isn't it?
Yes.
That's funny because you don't really see her in
Oh.
from the other side.
Here's another view of this train operation in their backyard. You can see there's a path along the back, and there's little churches, and there's the
Hello,
main
Julie.
street.
Welcome down here.
Hi.
Hey,
That's
Julie.
one thing to note if you want to really take photos at the zoo through the glass. It's best to wear a black sweatshirt or
Yes, yes.
black sweater or something so
Oh.
that it doesn't reflect.
Thank
Yeah.
you, yes.
Yeah,
The
and
dark
put some
clothes
wax
and
on your face too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
good stuff. Nice.
Yes, that is a project.
So,
Oh, that's a rotunda.
These are
Wow.
Diane's photos, and this is a backyard that was all set up to be like a
Very cool.
train.
Yeah, it's a miniature train.
Are you Diane?
I am.
Okay. That's really
So
cool
I do
looking.
have to give a little credit here. You know, I couldn't use Stereo Maker. Remember
Yeah.
when I was in your class at NSA and I said I was doing them by hand, not using Stereo Maker, and there was a visible gasp
Yeah.
in the room. Also, Herb came over and helped me with Stereo
Oh,
Maker, so I
okay.
was able to do quite a few things in Stereo Maker, include
Nice.
these and some cards. So I'm getting smart,
Great.
a bit at a time.
You're getting smart or you're getting dangerous.
I mean, I don't know. I hope both.
And so
I want
George,
to
some,
give you a brief overview of the ISU Congress. So ISU is the International Stereoscopic Union, and it had its 25th World Congress celebrating 50 years of existence. The first Congress was in 1975 in Wageningen in the Netherlands, and 50 years later it was held at exactly the same location.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Yes, so it was a 50-year anniversary. Next.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Yes. Next. This is the hotel. Apparently still standing 50 years later. Next. The room was a little bit small, but it made up with this beautiful breakfast buffet. Oh, by the way, Bob Curtis was there too. Don't you agree that the buffet was the best highlight of the hotel? Next.
Yeah, I think I ate about 50 chocolate croissants.
Oh, okay. Then everything.
well, if you eat the chocolate, just eat between the calories.
And that's my wife, Liz, by the way. Next. This is the welcome, the opening ceremony. About 200 people attended, which is the same number as the NSA convention here in the US. My son is the guy with the blue and his girlfriend next to him. My wife on the right and our friend Margaret on the left. Next. So how many people, they gave statistics. Of course, the host country, the Netherlands, had 1/4 of the attendees, and then was Germany had a big thing, and then the United States had 31 attendees, and 5 of those 31 was us. My wife, I, our son, his girlfriend, and our friend Margaret.
Where's the next one?
The next
Oh,
one
that
is
was George. Steve Berezin was with you, wasn't he?
not with me, but he was part of the 31 US members.
Yeah, the same. Yeah. Okay.
The next one is in Switzerland.
Oh,
You
fun.
should come, yes. Next. So this is held every 2 years. That's why it's the 25th Congress of the 50-year organization. This is the projection room, how it looks today. And in the next picture, I'll show you how it looked back in 1925 when everything was slide projection. This gentleman is Hugo Device. You've heard his name. He made this
In the
wonderful.
orange?
Yes.
Oh, I have one of his viewers.
Yes, a lot of people do. And this is his home custom-made projector was
Oh
used
my
for
gosh.
this conference.
That's fun.
Look how young he looks.
Yes.
Some familiar faces. This guy goes everywhere. So he was in the United States and then he went to the Netherlands. Next. Oh, this gentleman receives an award right there. This has an amazing record. He has attended all 25 ISU congresses. So he was there in 1975. I think he's 94 years old now.
Wow.
And actually there were 3 people in this conference that were back in 50 years ago. They were also attending. They're the oldest the only ones I was able to find from the original list of attendees. Next.
Wow.
So this city is a small college city, quiet. There are a lot of bicycles in the Netherlands. They have more bicycles than humans, apparently. So it was fun walking around. Next, I will go for a little walk. in the morning, and this is a view of a hotel from the back. There's this canal that runs around the city.
George, I don't believe that.
What's that?
That you went for a walk and not a run.
Okay, it was a little joke in the morning. Next. Oh, so we had a few excursions, just like the US, they have excursions. This one was in a national park. Basically, for the US standards, was like a large area, a large park, and they had bicycles you can get from one spot, and then they were free. You leave them in the next spot. You know, people will use them to move around different areas in the park. That's my wife and our friend Margaret. Next. And they had a statue garden, and this is Marley, my son's girlfriend. I use her as a model. Actually, she has modeled every statue. That will make a nice sequence.
She got it.
Yes.
She got it already.
Oh, we visited the Railroad Museum in Utrecht. And
Yeah.
next,
I've been there.
Pretty.
yes. And this is a canal. You know, you go to the Netherlands, you'll see a lot of canals. I took this in that city with my twin Sony cameras.
Wow.
How far apart?
About the length of the bar, which is 1 foot maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
I like that you can see on the street on the left a little
Yeah.
bit. Depth.
Quite a shot.
You can
Yeah.
see you can see the werf level as well, where they load the goods on the bottom and then they take them up to the stores via the basement.
Yes. Oh, and the last excursion was Monday, the last day of the Congress. We visited the Dutch Open Air Museum, and this is like the Greenfield Village in Michigan, where they took structures from the past century and they brought them into this area. So I had to have a picture of a windmill. And familiar faces, yes, familiar faces. This is David Starkman. In the next picture, he was there. Look what he's done with his exterior.
Yeah, I
He
like
put a
that.
smile, so that makes people smile when they
Yes.
see him.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Yes.
Did Susan come too?
No.
Is
Just
she in
David.
Fort Hill?
Kind of.
Yeah.
So they have the same things like the NSA. They have a trade fair. That's me, and next to me is Matez, that makes this 3D viewers. Guess what the cost was to have a table at the trade fair? It was 10 euros. Which is
Oh
really
my.
funny. Like, and they said to me, "Well, you're a good member. We'll give it to you for 5 euros." Like, okay, maybe we should give it for free. Anyway,
Wow.
and they had their workshops. There were a few workshops, not as many as the NSA. Next picture. They asked me to give a workshop on the X-Real Beam Pro camera, and this is the audience of my workshop. Next. Oh, and the last day, after we visited the Open Air Museum, we had this dinner. That's the goodbye dinner, kind of. And they had a raffle, so they're gonna raffle different prizes. Some were very cheap, like plastic bottles from Canon, okay, or T-shirts of the convention. And the biggest prize was this one of those viewers that the guy donated for $350 retail value. So everybody wanted this viewer. Guess who won it?
Did you win it?
No, my wife. My wife did. She was like very surprised. I said, "Thank you, honey."
Good job.
And that's
And-
the
and-
president of ISU and the Congress manager.
And so is that the viewer you have on your Beam Pro now, or is that something different?
This one, yeah, it's exactly the same viewer, but I already bought one,
Oh, okay.
so now I have two.
So now you just put it on your spare Beam Pro, I guess.
Right, I have two cameras too. So overall, it was fun. We enjoyed it. Margaret and my son and his girlfriend have never been to a convention like that, but also enjoyed it. That was only my second ISU Congress outside of the United States. Sometimes they combine it with the United States.
Right.
So as I said, in 2 years it's going to be in Switzerland, so I think I'm going to go.
Whereabouts?
They say the French-speaking part.
Oh.
Oh, also I'm the editor of Stereoscopy, and in the next issue I'm finishing now. I have a review of the Congress and start putting details about the new Congress.
Okay, good to know. The next NSA is in Albuquerque, you guys probably know.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, and so I have one image to share. So in the last stereo views, I mentioned that somebody in Photo 3D had posted a video about image 3D, and and Rich Dubnow, and so I was just wondering, because he's a member, but we've just lost touch, and so I tried emailing him and calling him, and
To Portugal?
well,
That's what he talked about
that's
doing,
what
yeah.
I understood, that he was moving to Portugal, but I didn't know if he had actually moved or not. And but I left him a text message and an email and a voicemail, and I don't know if I didn't know if any of them had gotten to him.
Huh.
And then I got a Facebook invite, and that's from his
wow.
Facebook page, and that's from 2024, the end of 2024. That's him and his wife in
Is
Portugal.
this converted? Is this picture converted?
And yes, I converted the picture.
Ah,
Good.
His arm's
you
poking
can
way
tell,
out.
you can tell by the arm, yeah.
Fiesta?
And
Or not? Is it?
Otherwise, in
Yes,
the glass,
everything's
the
fine.
glass kind of vanishes in an interesting way.
yeah, so basically I converted it, but I didn't have a chance to look at it because of my cataract surgery. I can't see it, so I couldn't tell if the stereo was good. But I just figured, okay, post it and let other people comment.
What's interesting is, the wine portion of the glass is in their hand, and hers, she's got the stem, but you can see the sort of the ghosts of the glass in the wine case. Yeah, they're sort of set into the wine case.
Right, he has no bottom to his glass.
Yeah.
His arm looks like a mannequin with the arm falling off.
Yeah. But it takes you a moment to notice those things.
Yeah,
At
I like
first it's
it.
just,
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed them.
Pretty good
Did
for
you
a
use the
one-eyed
owl 3D?
This is using Owl 3D.
Hmm.
And, so anyway, I assume that I don't know if he got my email or if he got my text message, because I said, nice to hear from you. It was a friend request, so I accepted the friend request and sent a message back, and he hasn't responded. So I don't know, maybe he only checks his email once a week or something. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, it's good to know that he's doing well, and he's in Portugal now. And Mark, you had some open projector.
Yeah, and I was hoping Les Conrad would be attending in person, which I see he's not. I think I heard somebody say he's in Canada at the
Yeah,
moment.
he's in Canada.
Right.
Okay, well, at the convention, the NSA convention, after he saw my Philips 66 show where I had restored some vintage slides, promotional slides, he mentioned that he had this TrueView strip of Ford Industries from the 1950s, and he was wondering if I might be able to scan it and see if I could restore it. So I took a crack at it recently, and you can go ahead to the next slide. So it had faded quite drastically towards magenta. As you can see, this is an unretouched original scan. But Photoshop was able to resurrect the
It'll do that. Yeah. They'll do
and I cleaned up
that.
dust specks and scratches as well. So there's 15 images, including this one, that I just submitted the whole stack as they have been restored now. Herb, you can just go through them at your leisure there. It was all different cars with different features listed down below.
That one. I love the wheels.
Yeah.
So these strips are very rare to find, right?
I've never seen one before. I'm not sure how rare it is, or if it went out to dealers, or I'm not sure what the story was on it.
Well, the true views that I've seen are black and white. Was this in color?
This was color. Some of the later ones, I believe, were in color,
Yes.
but
At
as
some
you can see
point
from
they-
that first
they
image,
made color.
they fade out pretty badly, though. They were not Kodachrome. But Photoshop did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't automatic. I had to spend some time with each of these trying to get the color balance back to where it should have been.
But even the fact that it's possible is just amazing.
Yes.
Right. I had a scanner that would, its native software, it was a Canon, I think, would do this kind of thing. You take a faded, shifted to the red slide, and it would clean it up amazingly.
Wait, There are 14 pairs in the true view strip. How come we went over 14?
There's 15.
I'm not sure. This is the last one
Oh,
here.
that's interesting.
The very first one with the woman standing by the car
Mm-hmm.
with the clouds behind is the number 1, and then the numbered ones begin at number 2. True views typically only have 14. Did you say?
14, but maybe there's a title slide that doesn't count the beginning, and they made it 3D for this strip.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anyway, next on the agenda, we're gonna pick images to submit to ISCC for the
Scan the code. What we're supposed to do.
yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm first going to go through all the photos one time just so everybody can see what the photos are, and then we'll go through them again, and anyone who wants to serve as a judge can serve as a judge, and we'll pick the best 6 image. So I'm just going to...
Stereo Club competition.
And if I'm going too quickly, let me know. But this is just to preview them.
Was there any theme for this?
No, it's just any image that you want to submit. And so basically what happens is this is a competition between clubs. So each club submits their best 6 images, and then
They get judged by another club.
they get judged by another club.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's the, so I'm just gonna go back to the beginning, and if you're interested in serving as a judge, just log in, and then we'll go through and judge them, and give me a second to log myself in.
Herb, can you increase that QR code at all to make it bigger?
Well,
No?
what I can't tonight, but I can make the QR code larger in the future.
Okay.
You ever been a judge?
I don't know if I
You burned out as a judge. Huh?
Well, I know some of the people. It would be unfair
You,
advantage.
you recognize some of the pictures?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But they're all from this club, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just look for
Well,
the best image.
it's they have to
6.
bring up the best images to compete with other clubs, so it doesn't really matter
okay.
who the maker is.
Okay.
What is the range again?
So the range is 10 to 99.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's see, I have 7 people who have logged in. Does anybody want to judge who isn't already logged in?
Yes, I'm still logging in. It's Bob.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time then.
Hopefully I'm in.
Yep, I see you, you're Judge 8. So I'm gonna start now, and so this is the first image. Okay, and what we do in the informal things, in other words, not the PSA exhibition and thing, is we use median rather than total, which basically better deals with wildly varying scores. But the median on this is 78.5, and this is photo number 2. And the median on this one is 62.5. And the median on this is 72.5. And this is image 4. George, did you enter a score?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't look like it.
What? This is number 4?
This is number 4. Okay. Median on this is 75. This is number 5. Median is 75. Median is 79. Median is 77. Median is 70. Gary, did you?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Let me refresh, see if I. Okay, got it now. Okay, median is 71. 73.5. Median is 75. Median is 68.5. Median is 79. Median is 76. Okay, and median is 71, and that was the last one, so let me give you the results now. So, the first place is, this was the first place with 80. And the first place was by Mark Wilkie. It was called Yesterday's Pharmacy. This is the second place by Ken Pirate, and that had 79. And actually, so the next two were tied on median. If things are tied on median, we use the total as a tiebreaker. So the next one was also median of 79 by Bob Curtis, tornado chair.
Oh, that's a chair.
Yes.
Oh my.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wonder how comfortable it is.
And then this is Mark Wilkie, spring mushroom. And this is Jim Olson, leaves. And this is Bob Curtis, tin type photographers.
Those four were all tied?
No, the last three were not tied. There were just two that were tied. And so basically we picked 6 images, and those are the images that will be sent to IFCC.
How many images were there total?
There were a total of 16. So four people each submitted a total of 4 images, and then so the requirement is that we pick 6 images and no more than any 2 from one photographer.
Yeah. Okay.
But we didn't have any cases where the same photographer had an image. So thanks everybody for judging. One of the nice things about doing this is that if you're a judge and you're not very experienced, you can sort of see how your judging compares to other people's judging, and maybe improve a little. I'm going to open it up if anybody wants to make any comments on anything. Otherwise, we can move on to the. We'll show the ISU folio.
Herb, I didn't catch who the photographer was for the pirate one. Who created that one?
The
Ken.
I'm sorry, who?
Ken.
Oh, okay. I like that one a lot. The chaotic background behind him is just chaotic enough to be perfect in 3D there. I really like that image.
Okay.
Yeah, that was from the 3D Con at Mall of America.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe that's where it was. Yeah, that's a good shot. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving on. So what I'm going to do now is show the ISU code folio. Code is it's Club Online Digital Exchange. So our club participates in 2 different events where we choose photos to submit. So ISCC is actually a competition, and they choose that first, second, third, etc. ISU, we're just sharing the photos. They don't actually, when we submit them, they don't actually judge them and say this is first place, second place, etc. They just take all the photos that are submitted by all the clubs that participate, and they create a 3-part slideshow with each slideshow featuring about 6 or 7 clubs. So a couple months ago we saw the first part of Folio 35. This is the second part of Folio 35. And so oops, let me just stop it briefly. What I need to do, make sure I share the screen. It's been a while since I've done this, so I need to share the screen.
Which does when he does
So-
videos. Yeah.
So that
His job. He's got everything here.
yeah, so I think this is the one I need to share, and I need to share the sound. Okay. So now let me restart that.
I think it throws up on the online screen share.
So this is the most complex thing that I have to do because I'm playing video simultaneously on my 3D TV and what's called